What's going on, everybody? So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why VFD won't get hit on the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list. Now, I know, I'm just like you guys. I hate playing against decks that say you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Trust me, I get it. However, I've been around long enough to say Konami never really targets decks like that unless it's a problem. Now, when I say decks like that, what do I mean? For you guys that have not been paying attention to the online Yu-Gi-Oh scene, a deck called Virtual World 1D Event. What Virtual World pretty much does, I mean, I don't know the deck to a T, but the basic concept of it is make big monsters to the board. They have a synchro monster that can literally, it's like a Dark Claw. He literally just says no. Then they can also make level 9s to make VFD, which essentially tells your opponent, F you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And then once they stall you, because if you go first, stall your opponent out with one of those two cards, on your following turn, just like heroes, you can just OTK. So just doing my research for this video, I noticed the Virtual World VFD deck is literally, I want to say probably a newer concept deck of the hero deck, considering it have a card that's just like Dark Law and a card that's just like Plasma. Just in my opinion, Heroes does it more consistently. But with that being said, I'm gonna talk about why this deck won't get hit. For you guys that are new here, I invite for you guys to subscribe for more and also smash that like button. Let's try to get this video to 100 likes. Come on, guys. So with all that being said, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's begin.
Ice on my wrist, looking kinda cool. Bad bitch with me, she ain't tryna move. Niggas staring at me, what you tryna do? Got me looking at my watch, and it's time to do.
Starting off by saying, there's only one consistent deck for VFD right now. One. And that's the new Virtual World deck. Now, why is only one deck matter? Because for starters, before this online tournament, I didn't know what Virtual World was. And I know a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pros out there who have been playing on Dueling Book, grinding out, things like that. You guys probably have a better understanding of how the meta game is. But for your average player like me, this is our first time hearing about the Virtual World deck. So with the card only being used in one deck right now, I can't realistically see Konami hitting that card on the ban list as a ban card based off of just online results and it being in one deck alone. I think cards like Crystalline Needle Fiber or Crystalline Hacklefax, whatever you guys are calling it now, has more right to be banned than VFD, because that card's been out forever. It can be splashed in multiple decks. While VFD, while it's a generic card, and yes, other decks can make it. I know there's a version of Zephyr that can make VFD, and I know there's other decks that can make VFD, but the deck that can make it consistently right now is Virtual World. And in my personal opinion, Virtual World won the online tournament for two reasons. One, a lot of players didn't know what the heck the deck did. Two, it caught people off guard because strategies like the hero strategy, where you got cards that say you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Whether if it's banishing the graveyard or telling your opponent they can't use card effects, like Plasma, that is, 90% of the meta can't beat that. And for me playing heroes, I know this, so if it's another deck that does the same thing, I'm not surprised that someone who came in with a deck that's not heroes, that do essentially the same thing heroes do, and win with it. I am not shy. It's a no-brainer because no one expected it. Now I think moving forward in these online events, players are definitely gonna start siding, if they weren't already, a lot more for this deck. A great example of cards, a side deck for this deck. Because this deck, honestly, you really don't need like 2 or 3 cards side deck for it. And that's if you can't afford it, or if you can't afford it, Infinite Impermanence, Forbidden Droplets, and Forbidden Chalice. Those 3 cards you guys can use to help you against VFD. All of those cards have one thing in common. They all can be used during the standby phase if the opponent goes first and VFDs you. Infinite Impermanence, you ain't gonna have monster to build, negate. Forbidden Chalice, same thing. You wanna use your effect, chain Chalice, you're good to go. Same thing with Droplets. And the only thing about Droplets is you gotta pick your card out of your hand, but you're definitely gonna pitch that one card to negate VFD. and then just go off with your combos and OTK the opponent. Yu-Gi-Oh's in a weird spot right now, but literally it's just tit for tat. Hope you have your 1 of 3 outs in the deck to beat your opponent's field. Like I said, I get it. I really think this card should, like, on a logical sense, guys, is hear me out for you guys that are still watching right now. I appreciate that right away. And if you guys are still watching, hit that like button. If you guys are watching this if you guys are watching this on the premiere, consider hitting the super chat. As low as $1 can support your boy's channel out. For you guys that are still watching right now, on a real talk type tip, I get it. Like, it's unfair when it happens. But let's look at Crystalline Needle Fiber. Like I said, let's look at Mystic Mind. Let's look at all the other cards. Let's look at the Yu-Gi-Oh history with decks like Pepe, a deck that and Zodiac, decks that really shaped and made the game toxic because players didn't want to play. Konami did nothing. So I ask you guys this, even though it makes sense, do you guys really think Konami is gonna ban that card? Especially when it promotes a newer archetype. Now granted, that archetype is kind of budget right now. I think I didn't even watch the MST.TV video, but I saw like his thumbnail and it said that can be built for like $50. I guess the main deck can be built for $50 on a budget tip. So the deck's budget friendly. There's no way in the heck I can see Konami banning a card that promotes newer deck, which is going to promote newer sales. I can definitely see them, however, banning cards like Crystalline Needle Fiber and or Mystic Mind. Now, is it going to come a point where I think VFD will get banned? Yes, I think we need at least 1 or 2 more decks for a card to get banned. Like I said, Crystalline Needle Fiber, that's one of those cards. When it gets hit, no one's going to be upset. But you guys got to realize as well, Konami definitely want to give players some time to use this new deck to its full potential. And like I said, I don't want to downplay an online tournament, but it is an online tournament. Yes, I know we have good players playing in these events, and yes, I know Konami really rarely probably uses these events for statistics. I mean, I think it'd be dumb if they don't, but however, they probably don't use these events for statistics. But I would assume, just based off that fact alone, that we're not having IRL events, it's kind of hard for them to gauge how powerful the card really is. So like I said, man, considering the card being legal promotes players to go out and buy older stuff like chalices and permanents and droplets. And we know Konami doesn't make money off that. Droplets just came out, which would result into people buying potentially more of that product to open up a droplets or an impermanence. And not to mention it promotes a new deck. I realistically don't see VFD getting hit. So tell me what you guys think about this video. Comment section down below. Like the video if you're new here and subscribe for more. And like I said, man, personally, do I want it hit? Yes. However, I don't see Konami hitting this card. I really don't. I might be wrong. Like I said, I'm not going to sit up here and like I'm a prophet and tell you guys what I say is right. But I'm just looking from a logical standpoint of what has happened in the past. But hey, Konami could just, in all honesty, just hit us with a ton of bricks and just ban it due to player outcry. Because on the flip side, if we want to play devil's advocate, the fact that we're in this stupid quarantine, even though some cities like Chicago, where I'm at, have locals to go to, Konami still may want to appease the players, because I'm pretty sure they're not making sales as much as they was pre the quarantine. Or I could be wrong. I mean, logically thinking, I would assume sales are down because of everything going on in the world. But me knowing Yu-Gi-Oh players, you guys treat Yu-Gi-Oh like it's booger sugar, so you guys may just be investing money, man. I don't know, man. But yeah, man, like I said, tell me what you guys think about this video. Comment section down below. Like the video if you're new here and subscribe for more. It's your boy Rogue here, and I'm signing out. Peace. Also, if you guys got any video ideas you guys want me to talk about, let me know, man. I'm having trouble finding some video ideas, so this is something I wanted to talk about that I thought was pretty cool. But if you guys got any more interesting things you guys want me to talk about, I can talk about. And also, hero profile coming soon. I haven't had time to go to locals. I've been busy in my life recently, so hero profile coming soon. I know you guys want that. Full day Yu-Gi-Oh coming soon. I missed vlogging, so I can't wait to vlog my locals this weekend. Awesome content coming soon. I'm really gone now, and no, I'm not trying to stretch this video out to 10 minutes. That doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, this video just ironically got stretched out to 10 minutes, which I wasn't trying to. Rogue Hero signing out. Peace.